In November of 2000, Bill Clinton was our nation's president. The #1 movie in the world was Jim Carrey's The Grinch. It's a classic. And gas, $1.74 per gallon. Hurts to even say it. Also the last time Florida and Florida State were both ranked in the top 10 when facing off in their annual battle to end the season. But this time around, Florida has a slim shot at playing for a national title, while Florida State trying to ruin that dream on senior day. Turnovers were a major theme to start this game. E.J. Manuel played so well all season long, but here in the first quarter, fires off his back foot and it's intercepted by Matt Elam. More mistakes coming in the second quarter. Big fumble right there on the kick return, and then Manuel throws another INT, and the Gators take advantage. It's Mike Gillisley, 9 yards. It's 13-3 Gators at the half, but the third quarter was a much different story. Knowles did all the talking. It's E.J. Manuel to Nick O'Leary right there. Knowles within 3, and after a Gators fumble, Manuel keeps himself. 1-yard touchdown run, and now it's a 4-point lead for FSU. Only took about 6 minutes to get that lead. Fourth quarter, scary moment here. Got a big hit on Manuel as he starts to run, gets decked by Antonio Morrison. Ball pops out, Gators recover. Manuel was down, but he'd be okay. The next play, Knowles not okay. 37 yards, Mike Gillisley breaks free for the touchdown. Florida regains the lead. They're up 10 now with 2 minutes to go, and Matt Jones ices it from Armwood High School, 32 yards for the touchdown. Gators win a wild one, 37-26. A lot of experts thought this would be a low-scoring game, but the two teams combined for nearly 700 yards. Gillisley was the man. Gators scored 24 unanswered points in one stretch. Knowles committed 5 big turnovers. One Gator made fake snow angels at midfield to celebrate. Florida has a lot accomplished so far this season, but they still want more.
We've really challenged our football team on winning the fourth quarter and getting in those games and those situations and performing well when the game is on the line. We didn't do that well a year ago, and we've done it pretty good this year. We've won some games late, regardless of the opponent. Until you start accomplishing some goals, and everybody wants to talk about, well, we've arrived, we're back. Hell, we didn't win a championship. Until you win a championship, I don't have a hard time sitting there saying we've arrived and we're back at all. And that's just my opinion, and that's what we're striving for every day at the University of Florida, is about championships.
We fared fairly well against everybody we've played this year, and we've played some of the best. So, hopefully USC can pull out a win tonight and we can sneak in, because nobody wants to see us right now.
Still a lot to play for. We got a conference championship next week. We got to recover and get back to business tomorrow. But I give them hats off to Florida. They did a great job in the ball game. Our kids played hard. We just didn't play well enough.
Odds are the Gators will be in the Sugar Bowl this year, but what are their national title chances? Well, they're slim and getting slimmer by the second. Florida needs Notre Dame to lose tonight. Right now they're up 9 against USC with about 2 minutes to go. Georgia also would have needed Alabama to win the SEC title next weekend. How about Miami? Gave up 45 points today against Duke. 45, but they still won the game. That's because they got their own Duke. Freshman Duke Johnson rushed for season high 176 yards and 3 touchdowns. In a race right there, 65 yards for the touchdown. Canes up 38-24. Then Stephen Morris threw 3 touchdown passes. This one goes 72 yards to Mike James. Miami wins 52-45. They clinch a share of the ACC Coastal Division title. UCF wins Conference USA's Eastern Division title today, 49-24 over UAB. They finished 7-1 in conference games. Their only loss was against Tulsa. Same two teams meet again for the Conference USA title next weekend at TU. If you're going, hey, go to Ted's Cafe Escondido. Delicious Mexican food, I promise. USF has lost 8 games this season, and only one of them was to a team with a losing record, but that's probably no comfort for Skip Holtz. USF fell to Cincinnati last night on the road 27-10. They did score a touchdown for the first time in 10 quarters, but that's pretty much the only green and gold bright spot these days over on Fowler Avenue. It's been all downhill lately for the Bulls. The record is not pretty for USF since Skip Holtz arrived as the new head coach in 2010. They won a bowl game his first season, but the last 2 years have been just hideous. Combined wins, just 2 in the Big East over the last 15 tries. 16-20 overall for Holtz. USF wraps up their season next Saturday at home against Pitt. Now, after watching the Bucks lose 10 straight games to end last season, honestly, how many of you fans thought we'd ever be using the word playoffs in 2012? Probably very few, but the P word is being whispered in hushed tones around One Buck Place. About 6 weeks left in the season. It's not too crazy to think it actually could happen. Going into tomorrow's game against Atlanta, the Bucks are in 7th in the NFC playoff standings. Top 6 teams get in, 4 division winners and 2 wildcard teams, and it'll be tough for Tampa Bay because the combined records of their next 6 teams, 13 games over 500. They could use the P word all we want around here, but the team isn't ready to use it just yet. The Bucs and Falcons can score with the best of them. Tampa Bay is on an offensive streak like, well, we've never seen from a Bucs team before. Atlanta isn't far behind. The Bucs score almost 29 points per game. Falcons average 27. Both teams expect big points on Sunday.
Continually developing and growing. I mean, we're still in such an early stages right now of this offense, and the assistant coaches have done a phenomenal job. The players are buying in, and there is a core foundation, and yet we're still continuing to refine and develop.
We're trying to win, and we know that was one of our problems. So this offseason, that's one thing we try to get straight, to go out there and start fast.
They're very, very talented. Matt Ryan's an excellent quarterback. And then their scheme and their coaching, you can see, is very precise and efficient, and they don't make a lot of mistakes.
Blacked out on TV, you can't watch it, but we'll have it for you on Sports Extra tomorrow.
It would be good to have them get a win.
It'd be great.
All right, we'll have it for you tomorrow. We'll be right back after this.